Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a deep dive into EndeavourOS Ganymede, the 2025 refresh of one of the most loved Arch-based Linux distributions out there. EndeavourOS has always been pitched as Arch, but friendlier. And with Ganymede, they're promising a cleaner setup, modern packages, and better stability. But is it really a legit upgrade, or could installing it turn into a hidden nightmare? Let's find out. So, first things first, what exactly is new in Ganymede? Right out of the box, you're getting a fresh, modern stack, a newer Linux kernel, updated graphics drivers, and a polished KDE Plasma desktop if you pick the default ISO. Everything feels crisp and responsive, and the installation process is still handled by Calamaris, which continues to be one of the smoothest installers in the Linux world. If you've ever tried installing pure Arch manually, you know exactly why EndeavourOS exists. It saves you time, avoids the headache, and gets you ready to roll in minutes. Next, let's talk about something EndeavourOS has struggled with in the past: ISO refreshes and long gaps between updates. The good news is that Ganymede shows the project is very much alive and improving again. The installer is more stable, the package selection is cleaner, and the system ships with fewer rough edges compared to versions from a year or two ago. Performance-wise, Ganymede is still very much what you'd expect from an Arch-based distro: lightweight, fast, and extremely customizable. Boot times are snappy, RAM usage is efficient, and everything feels clean thanks to EndeavourOS's minimal philosophy. They don't dump a ton of apps on you. They let you build your system the way you want. But let's flip the coin. Are there any hidden nightmares? Well, yes, depending on what kind of user you are. EndeavourOS stays extremely close to Arch, which is great for experienced users. But it also means you inherit Arch's biggest weakness: rolling release breakage. If you update every day without reading the news or checking for major changes, you might run into broken packages, incompatible updates, or AUR issues. That's not EndeavourOS's fault. That's the price of living on the bleeding edge. Another potential headache with Ganymede is hardware. While most modern systems work perfectly fine, especially with the updated kernel, users with older NVIDIA cards or quirky Wi-Fi adapters might still run into bumps. Again, not a disaster, but definitely something to keep in mind if you rely on specific drivers. One thing I will give EndeavourOS credit for is the community. If something breaks, you're not alone. The forums are active, friendly, and genuinely helpful, something Arch proper doesn't give you. So, is EndeavourOS Ganymede a legit Arch upgrade? Absolutely. If you enjoy a rolling release system, want near Arch performance, and appreciate an easier installer. It's stable for an Arch-based distro, it's fast, and it gives you total control. But is it nightmare-proof? Not really. If you want zero breakage, predictable updates, or a system that just works without reading update notes, then Ganymede might frustrate you over time. Overall, EndeavourOS Ganymede is a great choice for power users, curious beginners willing to learn, and anyone who loves the Arch ecosystem without the manual installation pain. And that's it for today's review. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your experience with EndeavourOS down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.